3,000 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle lies the Penny Strait. The frigid waterway is covered with ice, making it nearly impossible to get through. A Canadian Coast Guard boat called the Amundsen is tasked with breaking up the colossal chunks of ice floating in the water. The ship is equipped with satellite towers and an onboard radar system, but human observation is still crucial for successful navigation in the Arctic.
There are very few ships that navigate up here, so the data is pretty inaccurate. You have to be careful. We don't want to end up in shallow waters, so we stick to the beaten trail.
But the situation is changing, making the Northwest Passage navigable for oil tankers and cargo ships for the first time.
It's getting warmer and warmer each year, and as a result, the ice is melting. So when there's the old ice that still remains, you will see some chunks of that. In a few years, that won't exist anymore. This is what has already happened in the Beaufort Sea.
The new maritime route could allow companies to make huge profits. But it's not all smooth sailing in these polar waters. The weather can change at any moment, and sailors must be prepared for the worst. The Amundsen is equipped with 6 motors, each as strong as a train, allowing the ship to break through the ice floe if necessary. Providing provisions for months at a time can be tricky. Often the crew must rely on local cuisine.
When we go to the Arctic, often when we have the chance, we buy Inuit fish when we can.
15 years from now, a quarter of all maritime traffic between Europe and Asia could take place in the Canadian Arctic. Canada will first have to develop its fleet of icebreakers, which at the moment has only 6 ships to survey the massive expanse of polar territory.